Hey everyone, so this is Shauna Mann here, Digital Account Executive with Vista Magazine, and I'm here with Ido from Lavido. Super excited to have you. You're all the way in Israel, so thank you so much. I know there's a bit of a time change for connecting with me. And I really just wanted to ask you some questions, get to know the brand a bit better, your products a bit better. So why don't we start with simply, how did the company get started?
So first of all, thank you for having me. It's a great experience. I was 17 years ago, I was a student for herbal medicine and chemistry of essential oils, and my nephew was born. And my sister-in-law, which is married to my brother, she's an artist. She's the kind of person that will tell you, don't buy nothing, just create something. And I was a student, and it was great for her to offer it. And I said, what I can actually create. And I decided that I'm going to make a diaper cream to my newborn nephew. And she was pretty irresponsible and actually used it. And she called me a few weeks later. She said, Ido, listen, he had a diaper rash and it worked like magic. I've used the cream that you gave me and I need another one. And then her sister called because she heard about this diaper cream that I'm creating. And then they're friends and then friends of friends. And, as you know, the word became to be like, going through people that calling me that I don't know, saying, are you the guy that create those diaper creams? We've heard about you. And yeah, and for the last 17 years, this is what I do and expand into many different other products, of course. But, this is exactly how it started. I put products in my kitchen.
That's amazing. And how many products do you have at this point?
So Lavido have today about more than 70 SKUs.
Wow.
We create 5 different categories, and it's not in my kitchen anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a lot of work to be creating 70 SKUs in your kitchen.
Exactly, I need to have a very big kitchen for doing that.
Yeah.
But the concept, the philosophy, the way that I'm doing small batches stays the same.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I love that it's all natural, made in small batches, really cool products. So would you say that was your inspiration to kind of start the company? What kind of inspires you now to keep going?
Sorry?
So that was your inspiration in terms of starting the company. So what inspires you now to keep creating these incredible products?
This is very simple. It's the people's feedbacks, getting, this is why I like to be all the time as much as I can in the front to meet the people, to hear from the clients what they like, what they don't like. It's also important to know. I also inspired by negative feedbacks, it also happens, and then some products goes out, but the most exciting is the products that created, the new products. So and this is something that I always like to say, most of my products were created because someone asked it for, so a friend or a customer or a family owner, someone asked me for a specific product for a specific cause. Why don't you have that? Or why don't you have, let's see, let's try. And, so this is what it inspires me most, I get feedbacks from people that some of our therapeutic products helps them to cure things that they have on their skin. Or, I have a very interesting story about a lady that her son had a rash for years with, cortisone and steroids that nothing helped. And the letter that she sent here was so inspiring that I created a whole line out of this specific item that I had that helped her son. But it became a full line of products.
That's amazing. And it's so important too, especially with kids. Like, I don't know if it's different in Israel than it is here in Canada, but you see a lot of, like, I used to work in a health store and you see a lot of kids coming in with eczema and all these skin issues that there's not a lot of creams that actually work. So it's really cool. And I love that you create products based on the needs and wants of customers. It's a really smart and great way to do it. In terms of the ingredients of your products, more so specifically the serum, because that's the one that we're going to be featuring, how do you source the ingredients for that?
So for me, the raw materials is the most important thing in the product. After the formula itself, of course, which ingredients we are putting together, it's how we source the ingredients. So they will always, I can't say always, but 99.9% of the time, they will be organic. Organic agriculture, no pesticides, no fertilizers, no GMO, all of those great things. All of those bad things are out, which, are not good for us and for the environment. So in that way, we secure the best raw ingredients. And it's also affect the efficacy of the products, because if you use a very high concentrated, clean ingredient in a high dosage in the product, then you can actually get a real effect instead of, just creating a 1 metroton of a drum and have 2 drops of the active plant, and versus having 100% active plants in the drum. So the raw ingredients are being sourced direct from the farmers. I work with farmers across the world. I visit the farms, Europe, the US, and in the Far East. I source the raw materials from farmers that I'm working with them for the last 17 years. So I have farmers that I know how to call them. For example, there is a guy, he's a very funny guy. I call him and I say, Ido, please call me later. I'm in the middle of the harvest on the tractor. Can you call me later? And you hear the wind.
That's amazing.
He's in the field, so, here in the office, we have a huge fridge that have hundreds of ingredients that we source from all around the world. And it's not just the plant itself, it's also the way that it's being extracted. If it's CO2 extraction, which is much more ecological and much better for the environment, and keep the ingredients the ingredients in a much better way in the product and the concentration, and it's cold pressed or it's distilled. This is the best way to make sure that the ingredients are very effective.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I love that you have such a personal relationship with the farmers where you get your ingredients. It's really important, because then you know exactly where it's coming from and, like you said, how it's harvested. So what kind of results can I expect when I use your products?
So this is the thing with Lavido, and that was, for me, was important from the first moment, because to have a clean beauty brand, to have natural products is not enough anymore. It's good, it's a nice claim, it's good for marketing, but I wanted to make sure that the products are actually working. Yeah. And to make sure that they're actually working, I'm sending the products for clinical studies in Europe with dermatologists to make sure that all the claims or all of the efficacies that we were looking for are actually working. Because you can create a product in the lab, but if you never took it out, it will take years for you to collect the information and make sure that the products are actually working. So what we're doing clinical studies, the same as they do in the conventional industry. You get those articles that says, worked after 14 days, the wrinkles were off. Yeah, so nothing will go off, but your skin will look healthier and more radiant, and the elasticity will be increased. And the wrinkles will go a little bit lower, the fine lines will go away, but nothing will take you 20 years back. Yeah. But to make sure that the products are actually working, we do those clinicals all the way, 28 days with different type of ages, different type of skins, males and females, to make sure that the statistic is really, really on the right place. And clean beauty brand with efficacies that has been tested, that's pretty rare.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. And why did you decide to go that route, to have them like clinically tested rather than just testing them on like family and friends?
First, family and friends, they are the first line. Only after they approve and say, okay, it's good, it feels nice, it smells nice, and we saw some change on the skin. I'm doing the clinical studies because I want to. We are in the beauty industry, right? And the products that we're creating are not just, better for the environment and nice to use, but we want to make sure that in the long run, our clients seeing effect on their skin. Yeah. We are 17 years in the industry. We have loyal customers that are working with us that moved from huge brands, $500 lotions or serums. They moved to us because they see many times even better results with our natural product. I wanted to make sure that what I give to my customers what did I sell to my customers, what did I promise to my customers is being tested and proven and certified. I can't do it any other way.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. So what makes your serum different? I know we just briefly mentioned that customers have moved from bigger companies to yours. What makes your serum different than others on the market?
So first of all, as I already explained, it's made from 100% natural ingredients. They are all or CO2 extracted or distilled or cold pressed. So even the finest molecules in the plant were protected and distilled in the right or cold pressed in the right way. And what your skin is getting is an injection on vitamins and minerals in their purest way to the skin. It's made from 19 plants. So each drop have 19 different plants. And if you're thinking about that, each plant have hundreds of different molecules. So you're actually getting thousands of different sizes and different shapes of molecules that are being absorbed to your skin. This is exactly the way as our digesting system collect those molecules, those fatty acids and minerals. Our skin, which is our biggest organ, gets those ingredients in the same way as our body absorb the vitamins and minerals while we're eating, because it's similar ingredients versus using silicones or any kind of fillers that are being used in the conventional industry. And the skin react to that, react in the good way, right? You can see the results. I have clients. I have a story about a client that she was married for 30 years. She's still married, I hope.
Yeah.
I'm not updated, but she came to our store and she said, listen, I'm married for 30 years. My husband, even when I cut my hair from long to short, or I change my color, he never sees it. He never sees that. And she said, my husband, I started to use your serum. My husband asked me after a few days if she's done something with her skin.
Wow.
If he saw that, so I'm sure that everybody will see a change in their skin. And this is what it is. The serum is something that when you start using it, and it's a serum based on oils, right? So you need just 3, 4, 5 drops on a damp skin. And the way to use it is to have your skin a little bit damp after a toner or just after you wash your skin with water from the tap, and then leave the skin a little bit damp, and then 3 or 4 drops, tap it to your skin, massage it to your skin, and let it absorb. And after that, you can use any one of your preferred moisturizers or Lavido's moisturizers. It depends on the skin. And we have 2 different serums. We have the replenishing, which will for more mature and dry skin, or winter time in Canada, or the invigorating, which will be more for oily and combination and younger skin. And yes, you can use oil-based serum on an oily skin. It sounds like a conflict, but it's not. It's actually balancing and detoxing the skin with the ingredients that we're using.
That's amazing. And you kind of answered my next question, but obviously women of, no worries, women of all ages can use your serum, whether it's the invigorating or the balancing, replenishing. But is there one that's more suited for like older women, one that's suited for younger, or can women of all ages use any of them?
It's, skin is not connected directly to the age. You can have a drier skin in a younger age, and you can have an oilier skin on an older or mature skin, right? It's the skin condition. You can move from oily to dry in the month. You can move in the year from oily to dry. So it really depends on your skin condition. The best way to do is to use it, as I said, on a damp skin. I will suggest in general, for more mature and drier skin and drier season, or like cold season to be more precise, is to use the replenishing serum. And for more oily, younger skin, to use the invigorating. This is just, a general guidelines. But if you go deeply into your skin condition and you know your skin condition, then you can choose the right one for you.
Yeah, that's awesome, especially here in Canada. It's what temperature is it in Israel right now?
It's actually, you can see that I'm a little bit
yeah,
close, so it's winter. So it's winter
But
time.
it's not like winter here.
No, I know Canada. I've been to minus 15 and minus. I have Canadian boots, by the way. I can show you my boots. But still, it's winter in Israel, and it's 14 or 16 degrees outside.
Oh my God.
Plus.
Yeah, here in Canada, you add the minus there.
Yeah.
It's more accurate. What do you feel is the single biggest mistake that women make in terms of using skincare and clean beauty? I know a lot of people tend to, like you said, like spend a lot of money on these like amazing, I don't even know if they're amazing, but on all these products. I know some of my friends personally, they have like these lineups and this whole like skin and care routine at night. What, in your opinion, do you think is the biggest mistake women make these days?
So when ladies are not cleaning their skin enough, that's their biggest mistake. First of all, never go. I know it's hard sometimes. Never try. Okay, I'll say try. Try not to go to sleep with your makeup on. Just try. I know it's hard, especially after a long night.
I am guilty.
A little bit, yeah, you're like tired, and okay, leave it alone. You're coming back at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m. You just, you just put that. But I understand. Try not to, okay? But the most important thing is to clean your skin, and the way to do it is not just to use a wash or to use a cleanser. Use once or twice a week. Exfoliate your cells, right? You exfoliate your skin. Then, of course, every day, morning, evening. It depends if you first if you have enough time, right? But this is the best advice. Clean with a cleanser. For a more dry one, don't use a gel-based or a soap-based. Use a creamy texture, which will add moisturize to your skin and will clean enough. And after that, use a toner, because the cleanser will open the pores. It will take all the dirt out, everything that's got stick to your skin during the day. And the toner after that will close the pores, because toner have an astringent, most of the time have an astringent properties. And then the pores will be closed, and then your skin will be prepared for everything that you'll put on top of it.
That's
clean.
Awesome. Yes.
Don't forget.
I am so guilty of that. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely go to sleep with my makeup on, but I also don't wear a lot of makeup, so it's kind of once in a while thing. But now when I do it, your voice will be in the back of my head. I mean, like Ido says, I need to wash my face before I get into bed.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that we haven't covered that you think is important to share, or that you want the general public to know about the brand, ingredients, anything else?
I think we've covered most of the things. To be honest, I love to get more questions. You can send us questions directly to our Lavido account in Canada. It's lavido.ca, and we'd love to answer questions. And it would be great for everybody to follow us. Also, Lavido Beauty in Instagram. That's our US account. And enjoy life.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me. And I look forward to trying the product. And I know a lot of our ambassadors are excited to try it as well. So thank you again. And I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Have a great day as well.
You too.
Stay warm.
I'll try. Thanks.
Bye.